folks, Larry here, and welcome to Larry's Fountain Pen Bell Time. Today I'm going to do the review on the Esterbrook Esties fountain pen. Not one, but two. I'm going to be talking about the Esterbrook Esties Cobalt Blue that Janice Forehand, one of our pen club members and the leader of the pen club, loaned for a review. Beautiful fountain pen. And then I will also review the Esterbrook Esties oversized ebony fountain pen as well, which I bought. And I bought my pen from Anderson Fountain Pens, and so did Janice. She bought it from the same place. Anderson's, great place to shop, great service, fast shipping, great packaging, all the pluses, no minuses. So thank you, Anderson Pens, for always doing such a splendid job in service and shipping. And a darn good price on the pen, I have to say myself. So let's take a look at the pen real quick. And I have some notes that I'm going over. Well, here's the box I showed previously before. And it's kind of a cool, interesting fountain pen box. It's kind of a fabric with the Esterbrook 1858. Is that correct? Yep. Okay, and it flips open. And there is the brochure about the Esterbrook. Now remember, Esterbrook came out in 1858, okay? And it took a dive at one time and was going downhill because some of the pens that came out at one time were not good at all. So that's when this pen was taken over by Kenro in 2018. They saw something in this company that they felt in their heart they wanted to keep alive. And I'm with Kenro on this as well. The Esterbrook is an amazing fountain pen. And a little bit about this pen is manufacturing the nibs in the U.S. here in the mid-1800s. And then in 1933, the first interchangeable nib system came. And I will show you how easy it is to take nibs out of the Esterbrook. But anyway, that's when all this started taking place. So these pens are great for if you're in school, for people who just enjoy writing or people that are writers, if you work in an office, or for your own very personal use. The Esterbrook at some point, level of quality of their pens seems to have been slipping away, like I just mentioned previously. And, you know, I'm really thankful that Kenro was paying attention to this fountain pen. Because if it wasn't for the Kenro's company to step in and save this pen, it would be history no more. Now, you can either like it or not like it, and that's fine. Because that's your right and your opinion, and I respect that. Some will love this pen, some may, and some will not much like it. But I'm one of those that I'm enthusiastic about this pen. So the Esterbrook delivers a totally new design, as you can see. Beautiful, what I call cigar shape. design. And it comes, if you order, this is separate, it comes with an adapter that is really cool, engineered by these folks, that you can put into your pen with a Esterbrook nib in there as well. So that's pretty cool. So you can fit any of your vintage Esterbrook nibs unit into the adapter and slip it into the Esterbrook Esties pens. Now that's a great idea. So got a totally new design, a new look. It's been reborn. So let me take this beautiful pen, cobalt blue, out of the bed it lays in. And it's a really nice pen case. The bed, the nice foam securely stays in there. And I'll open the Esterbrook up, and it tells you about Esterbrook. And a division of Kinrow Industries. And again, thank you to Kinrow Industries for stepping in and saving a well-worthy pen that's been with the U.S. for decades. Decades, I'm telling you. It's folks like Kinrow that step in, that see something in a pen that strikes them in their heart, and they want to reach out, and they really want to save a pen from going totally under. And once a pen goes under, they're done, they're gone. And their history, and if you're one of the fortunate lucky ones, you may have a pen of whatever brand. Yes, these are a new design, totally new, but in my opinion, they look fabulous. I love them. I am going to show you some of the vintage pens alongside the new Esterbrook, and I want to show you some other fountain pens as well to give you an idea of what the pen may look like. Get a look at the pen so you can get a look, a feel of what this pen could be in your hands. I mean, let's go ahead and take a look at the Esterbrook Esties Cobalt Blue with a medium nib. And again, thank you to Janice Foran for loaning me this pen for a review. And alongside of this pen is the one I bought, the Esterbrook Esties Ebony Large with a beautiful gold trim and also a medium nib. It's a big, larger, little more girth to it. Now, I was planning to get this pen right here. I love this cobalt blue dynamite fountain pen. Favorite color. Fell in love with it. When Janice let me hold it and write with it at the Pen Club meeting, was it last month in November? That was it. I was done. This was it. Until Brian Anderson, let me get a drink. Got to have one. Pardon me. Until Brian Anderson from Anderson Pen did a review on this pen, talking about the new pens that Esterbrook that have came out with, and talking a little about how the pens came to be. He showed this pen. Yep, and this pen you can get in the gold trim as well. Then he came out with the large, the black one. Right then, this was it. I knew that I must have this one. The Esterbrook Esties Large. Ebony. Beautiful black pen with gold trim. You know, I like big pens. But God willing, sometime next year, I'd like to get this one as well. Beautiful fountain pen. And they both write amazingly well. I've had no problems. And I know I've been writing with this pen. I've had this pen longer, maybe a couple of weeks. In fact, I used it this morning, so I should be close to be out of ink. I don't know how many times I filled it. I've been writing with this from day one. I've had this, I don't know what, about a week and a half, somewhere in there. I use it every day as well. Amazing pens. So, if you remember the Esterbrook vintage, these came out about 1948, around then. The J's, aren't they? Here is the blue one that they came out with. Totally different, right? It's got the lever on the side, Esterbrook on the clip, back filler. This is a converter filler. But let me show you something on these pens as well. What's really cool about these Esterbrooks, really cool. You can find nibs today on eBay and maybe some of the pen shops, and you get a different nib. And here's how easy it is to change out nibs. You want to make sure you hold it right. Finger, finger, and fingers. You got that? And then just twist and twist. Easy to come out. Easy to clean. And there you have it. Pretty simple, wasn't it? That's what I like about the vintage Esterbrook. Very nice. Filler. If I can get my fingernails in there. Boom, there it is. The jewel on top and the bottom. Nice pen. Here's the red one. This is the SJ, smaller one, if I'm correct. So here is the J. Then here is a green one. And then a gray one. All the nibs will interchange. Cool. So that's what they look like up against the new Esterbrook. And I'll show it again. The new color, cobalt blue, against the 1948 color, the blue. And I really forgot the name they call the blue, but here it is. Totally whole new design. And here's how they look against the Esterbrook Esties large. Okay? If you're into pens and you're new into fountain pens, but you're ready to take the plunge, I think you might find these vintage Esterbrooks very interesting as well as entertaining yourself when you're writing. And one more time, the Esterbrook Esties Cobalt Blue against the Esterbrook Esties, even a large, beautiful pen. So let's uncap them first before I do other pen comparisons. And we'll see how they stand there. If you cap them, look at these pens. Look at the large. And this is the cobalt. So now I'm going to move it up, and let's take a look at the nib. You got a gold-plated nib, beautiful, with the Esterbrook imprinted on the nib, as well as the steel silver one on the cobalt blue. Okay? Beautiful pens. Very nice nibs. Now this one really doesn't post, but you don't need it to post because it's big enough for any size hands, really. Small, medium, large. And there's nothing sharp to annoy your fingers. Plenty of room on the grip. And if you have to hold it up here when it kind of steps down when it screws into the cap. What's cool about these pins, they have like a cushion in the cap. When you push in, look. So you want to push in and then twist. And there you are. And the same for this one. This one will post. And that's what it'll look like. But again, you don't have to have it posted because it fits well in the hand. Small, medium, large. Would you like to hold it in your hand for a minute, Mr. Announcer? You say, what'd you think? Because you could disagree.
I will say, normally I prefer to have the pins capped, but this one feels comfortable as it is.
Okay, let's go ahead and post the pin and see what you think now. He has big hands, and I'll show you in a minute.
Yes, this feels fine.
Okay, so see, he would prefer his pin to be posted, right?
Yes.
Okay. And again, you can, I don't know if you can see in there, but there's an inner cap in there, but that will help your pin from not drying out. But watch, I'm pushing down, and then I turn. That's really a real neat idea from Kinro. Kinro Industries did a good job putting this fountain pen together. It was well planned and well executed. Great job. And I look for more quality, great looking Esterbrook pens in the future. Kinro, I'm looking at you guys. I'm checking out your work. And guys, you kicked it. At least I think you did. You made me a happy camper. And speaking on behalf of Janice Forehand, she loves this pen as well. So that's 2 for 2. Great job, guys. So let me do some pen comparisons with some other pens I took out. And then we'll do some writing. So let me separate these. Here is the Rosetta, a big, nice, girthy pen. And they're almost about the same size. The Rosetta is a bit more chunkier, girthier than the large or the Cobalt. Here is the 149. And as far as length, the Cobalt and the 149 are about the same length, and the large is a little bit longer, and the 149 has a bit more girth, but it's right close to it. Here's the Monteverde Sequoia, and it's about the same length as the Esterbrook Cobalt. The large is a bit longer. The Sequoia has a bit more girth than either one of them. Here is the Noodler's Music Nib. Let me get a drink, please. So good. Gotta have a drink. Busy, busy, busy. On we go. The Noodler's Music Nib is about the same length as the Cobalt Estie. And again, the large is a bit longer. And the Esterbrook is almost the same girth as the large. As you can see, they're almost about the same to me. It's a little bit more girth than the Cobalt. A Cobalt seems to be a bit more slimmer than the large. To me, anyway. Alright. And here is the Sailor King of Pins. Everybody lined up here. All right. Sailor King of Pins. There's your Estie Cobalt. And then the Sailor King of Pins is a bit longer. And then your Estie Esterbrook Large is a bit longer. A bit longer. Sailor has a bit more girth than either one. But almost a good connection. How about the Jinhao 450? Okay, the Jinhao 450 is shorter than both and slimmer than both. And the Conklin All-American Lapis, a nice girthy pin, is shorter than either one of them, a bit shorter than the Cobalt Blue and shorter than the Large, but has the most girth between either one. The cap has much more girth than the Large, and the barrel a bit more than the barrel than the on the Conklin than the Esterbrook. Interesting. Next, Pilot Metropolitan. All right. Gotta ring that bell. Ding, ding, ring that bell. All right. Up in the morning, off to school. Here we go. Pilot, baby. Between the both, the shortest. Much more slimmer than the Cobalt. But I thought I'd throw that in just because I could. Last but not least, another favorite pin of mine, the Pilot Metropolitan. The Cobalt is longer, so is the Large, and the Large has more girth, and the Cobalt has a bit more. So I would say the vanishing point is a bit more slimmer than the other two. Well, we're done with that. And we're almost done. I hope you're still with me, because it's going to get interesting. More interesting than before. Because I got a lot more goodies to show you. So don't go away. Let me get a drink. This has been a very lengthy video. I know that. But if you're a true fountain pen enthusiast, as myself, then you understand why. Because there's so much to show and so much to talk about, so much to do in this review. It's a lot of fun. When you order the attachment, of course, Janet's got this from Anderson Pens. Comes in this little sack. And here is a nib. The Esterbrook. It's a 9314B, which is the broad stub. Okay? I don't know, has it ever been open? I didn't ask Janice. But I will open it up and get a look at it. There it is. Interesting. This nib looks like a oblique, or like it's it doesn't look like a broad, the way the nib is cut. Interesting. All right. I'll just set that right there. Now, here's the attachments, okay? So, you want to use one of your Esterbrook nibs. So here's a nib, and you're going to insert it into the grip section. And it's new, so it's going to be tight going in there, but it works really well. Boom, it's in there, right? And here's your attachment that comes with it. Works just fine. Now let's go ahead and hook it up to the Esterbrook Esties Cobalt. Inky fingers. Inky fingers. Alright, y'all with me still, I hope. I'm doing it for all you guys out there in Pinland. Here we go. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to set this over here, and I'm going to get the pin. It's already hooked up, ready to go. Boom. There you go. See that? That black looks pretty good with this cobalt blue, doesn't it? It really looks sharp. Feels great in my fingers. Feel great on it. Works well. I like that. I am not going to ink this up because it is not my nib. And I didn't ask Janice, was it okay? So I don't like doing that. So pull that back out. Take this apart. But I think I'm going to have to order me one when I get the extra moolah. I like to try that broad stub nib. It's a stub, but it just looks different to me. And it just might be a stub. But just the way the nib was cut. Anyway, that's just me. So, put all this goodies back in her bag. You saw how well and easy that fit, right? Same thing with the large. So, let's put this nib back in. Very simple. And hopefully I'll have enough ink to write with. Now, my friends, we're getting close to the end. I will do a writing sample for you guys. But you know what? I need to do one more thing. Which I didn't have to, but I needed to just to show you how it goes in. It's very simple because I am out of ink in it. Just what's left in the feed. Very simple, very easy. There you have it. Beautiful fountain pens. Both beautiful fountain pens. They really are. I'm serious. I wouldn't pay to say anything for Kenro or from Brian Anderson fountain pens. They weren't given to me. This is on loan from Janice Forehand. This is the one I bought with my own money. This one is $156. This one is $200, well worth the money. And for the attachment, it's about 40 bucks. And there you have it. They come in blue and black. In the nib sizes, I think it's only fine and medium, I think. I'm pretty sure. So, let me scoot everything over. We're almost done. And let me get my notebook out. Again, this was made for me by a friend of mine, Cara Overman. Very nice. I love the colors in it. They just pop. And I'm going to be using the Tomo River paper. Tomo River paper. First, I'll use the cobalt blue. Here we go, folks. And put all this stuff aside. And this is a medium nib. Medium, yeah. And I will give you the length and the dimensions of the pen in a minute. Nice wet nib, not too wet, not dry, didn't skip. It just lays down the ink. I'm using Monteverde blue ink. Okay. Now we're going to go with the Esterbrook Esties large. Then when I get done with this, then I will go over the dimensions of the pen. And let me get everything right here. Medium nib. And a few S's, and with due wetness, lays the ink down really well. And I'm using Cross black ink, baby, upside down. Now they don't write upside down, so that's another. Very nice nib, a great looking fountain pen. I think at a great value. They both come with JoWo number 6 nibs. And the nibs come in extra fine, fine, and medium. I thought just fine to medium. Okay. Last, the dimensions of this pen. The Cobalt by Esterbrook Esties. The body material is resin, and the grip is resin as well. The overall length closed is 5.9 inches. Posted, it's 6.7 inches. The weight of the pen is 24 G's. And the converter holds 1.13 mils, and the cartridge holds a whopping 1.67 mils. Last, the body diameter is 0.5 inches. This is the Esterbrook Esties Cobalt Blue. I believe it also comes in a tortoise color as well. Now the Esterbrook Esties Ebony Large, beautiful black gold trim fountain pen. Esterbrook on the cap as well as on the cobalt. Beautiful fountain pen. Here's the body material as well as the grip or resin. They both are screw-on caps, as you've seen me do the cobalt and the large. Make sure I don't miss that. Again, they both are number 6 JoWo nibs. The overall weight of this pen is 33 Gs. That's close. I'm sorry, the weight, yeah, it's 33 Gs. And the overall length of this pen closed is 6.1 inches. Posted is 7.3 inches. But I don't think you would want to post it because it does not post very well. It's on there now, but it could come off easy. So I think it would look a little bit long. For me, anyway. The body diameter is 0.6 inches. Last but not least, the converter holds 1.13 mLs. Got it? And the cartridge holds 1.67 mLs. There you have it. My review of 2 very well made fountain pens. Again, thank you, Ken Road, for stepping in and taking over the Esterbrook collection. You did an amazing job, in my opinion. There's nothing about either one of the pens that I dislike. They both were, to me, for me, with me, perfection. I really love these pens that much. You know, this is one of the few pens I have really enjoyed using. I mean, they're dynamite. What else can I tell you? You know, if you're looking for flaws, for me, I didn't find anything. It was nothing but just enjoyable, pleasant writing. So, grab your favorite fountain pen. Ink it up. Great therapy. Just you, your pen, with one of your favorite inks, and your favorite paper. Just write down your thoughts, what you enjoy doing, whatever makes you happy, whatever you're thinking of. Fountain pens are great therapy. They kind of slow everything down, where everybody's in a rush to go here and there, and you're getting all bummed out on kind of Christmas, the shopping, how that goes. Everybody's tug-of-war in the stores. Come home, slow down with your favorite pen, and enjoy. That's going to cover these 2 pens. The Esterbrook Esties Cobalt Blue with a JoWo number 6 medium nib. Screw-on cap. The nib unscrews out. Nice, beautiful fountain pen. Beautiful. And against the light, you can just see the transparency in that barrel. I thought I'd just kind of mention that because I'm just noticing that in the light. It just looks kind of beautiful. And then the Esterbrook Esties Ebony Lovely Large Screw-on cap, number 6 Joe nib. Beautiful fountain pen. I just like holding this baby, feeling it, loving it, enjoying it. Wish I was back in school. I'd have these babies using them. Well, I hope you really enjoyed my review. It was an honest, sincere review of what I thought about these pens. And I really am glad that Kenrose stepped in and took over the company. I would hate to see this great company just go under. But in my opinion, they did one heck of a job. And I'm glad I'm an Esterbrook fan. Thank you all for watching. Share this video with your friends. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that little subscribe button and that'll notify you when I put a review up. Don't forget to hit that like. It helps me while I'm on YouTube. Thanks a lot, folks. Until later, have a blessed day. Check you out later. Peace. And goodbye.